still new. Shopping at Dover Street, I'm dripping like mildew. They say you don't visit the hood, dog, I still do. A real one, only difference, my bill's bigger. I'm still with ya, I just got rich a little quicker. The same man, God handed me his game plan. I ain't perfect, far from it, what can I say, man? I feel unstoppable, losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line, do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. It felt like yesterday, I was just driving my grandma's Chevrolet. From South Carolina to Maryland, I take the jet today. I'm still on the come up, I'm still building my resume. I still got a lot to prove, but still I'm heavyweight. I still gotta watch my moves. They tried to defamate my character, but I won't let them. It's always checkmate. I'm still screaming, the world hope she. Mother Nature's my first shorty, watch how I go ballistic, and I'm so terrific. Accounts is copacetic, I don't need no permission, but I'm.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we've got the Bengals' field-stretching tight end. He's putting together one of the better seasons in league history. It's the Bengals and the Titans, and it comes your way next.
Just off the east bank of the Cumberland River and across the water from the Tennessee State Capitol building, there's a look at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Tennessee Titans. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we take a look at this Titan Ball Club entering play. And they've lost 3 straight here, and it goes without saying, I guess, they could certainly use a win.
And how do they get a win? Because they've lost 3 straight, I think it's paramount that they get a fast, clean start to this game.
Playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Titans for their first possession on offense, and leading them out in his 4th season with the team, 10th overall in the NFL, Ryan Tannehill.
And he did everything possible to rally his team to a win last week, didn't he? What did he throw for?
Over 450 yards.
I mean, that's a pretty phenomenal performance. So, obviously, he and the offense were clicking pretty well. The other 2/3, though, that comes into question. Defense and special teams, they'll need all of them to play better in this one, too.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Tannehill. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Tannehill going deep here for Watkins. And incomplete on the deep ball. Now on 4th down, here's Ryan Stonehouse to punt for Tennessee. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Tannehill on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Tannehill. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. That's taken on the 25. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return, and they will take over 1st and 10. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on the first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. The 20. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Garrett Wilson from 17 yards out as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans set and ready to go on offense. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. The loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Tannehill. And that is incomplete. These two teams, the Bengals and Titans, you might remember they met in the divisional round of the playoffs last year, and that was a shocker. Titans seeded number 1 at home, coming off the bye. They were upset by the upstart Bengals, 19-16 on a 35-degree January day in Nashville. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That's a first down with a cherry on top, 31 yards. Now Tannehill. And one more time, that's Watkins. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Throwing again is Tannehill. And a loose football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And that one going nowhere. he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. Beating the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. So here are the Bengals set to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And again, that's Hurst. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect. Touchdown, Bengals. Hayden Hurst with touchdown number 12 on the year. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Wilson going to throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. That might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And they'll try Michel here running on the right side. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Now it's Tannehill. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Titans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw, Tannehill. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Blankenship's kick is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So they do come up with their first points of the game, but Charles, the question is going to shift to their defense.
Yeah, the way things have gone, 3 points could become insignificant fast if this grows to 28-3 or 35-3. They need this defense to come up with a stop, and they need to do it now.
No return here for Wilson. It's a touchback. It'll come out to the 25. Well, the final weekend of November is upon us. Boy, can you believe December right around the corner? It always seems to get here quickly. But coming up tonight, we wrap up the holiday weekend with a
Packers and Eagles from Philly at 8:20 Eastern. And tomorrow night, we wrap up Cyber Monday with the Steelers and Colts from Indianapolis.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Wilson.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Wilson.
And he'll find Chase on the right side, complete.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Wilson.
And he is going to have the Bengals 1st down as they'll get the conversion on a gain of 14.
Here's Wilson.
He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Now Wilson on 1st down. That is taken in by Hurst. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown.
Garrett Wilson with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Bengals are able to add on to their 1st half lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the route is on here in this 1st half. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays.
And Garrett Wilson capped things off with a touchdown grab. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
And the Titans getting set to go. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Again, it's Michel. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38.
Stuck for the loss by Devin White.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Up the middle, it's Michel. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill.
Got a man, it's Tunyon.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the 1st down in the process. Michel running up the gut, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Tannehill.
That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon.
And it's a Titans touchdown.
Robert Tunyon,
29 yards.
And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit.
The tight end can kind of be that diamond in the rough secret weapon that you have, and right there they show you why.
And it's becoming less of a secret, isn't it, partner? Every game that we do nowadays, the tight end is a featured receiver, not just a blocker, as in the days of old.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
The lead is down to 28-10.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. There's a look at receiver Jamar Chase as the Bengals get set to go on offense.
Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but a shredding defense is getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
On first down, Wilson. That's the tight end, Hurst, with it. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson.
That's caught inside the 20.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here's Wilson to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly. Touchdown!
Jamar Chase
with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. They'll try and throw for it. And that's caught at the 2. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Offense marching back onto the field, and our focus shifts here to Sony Michel. And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Could do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror.
You really do, don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about play calling as well. Do you want to call plays to get that out of the way, or are you still calling plays to win the game first?
Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And taken right on the 30. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Jamar Chase hoping to be at center stage yet again as the offense returns to the field.
We're in the 2nd quarter. He already has 2 touchdowns. We know how good he is. That's well documented. How do you contain him?
We know he's a nightmare. So in this situation, I would go ahead and double him. Maybe even have a 3rd person in the area and try.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Kevin Byard.
And the Titans are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. Tannehill's throw pulled in by Woods.
No gain on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down. To throw is Tannehill. And his throw here's incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Let's take it inside his own 40. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. A very good starting field position from the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49.
He finds Wilson.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals.
Garrett Wilson
on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Bengals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Titans are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Yeah, we saw that one up here, CD. Offensive team, they touched that before it went 10 yards.
Obviously, such a fine line, letting it go the required 10 yards, but also getting to it before the hands team can. Just didn't time it out right, and that results in a flag.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Tannehill. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Tannehill. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
So halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. This offense and Garrett Wilson headed back out. So far, he has the trio of touchdowns. Obviously, it's been a pretty good game for him.
So if this were hockey, they'd be throwing their hats out on the ice for the hat trick, right? I'm not sure exactly what you do in the NFL except applaud and continue to hope you see a little bit more of this. What a tremendous game.
You want to start a new tradition? What can we throw on the field?
I don't know.
Throw your mic out there.
A lot of fans would like that. Cut his mic off.
3 touchdowns so far. And this is caught. A big play there for Cincinnati. 45 yards. Now it's Wilson. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. On 2nd and goal. Wilson, and that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown.
Garrett Wilson.
A 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Bengals take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to its stiff.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep.
Touchdown, Titans! Sony Michel
hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. From the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Now this offense and Garrett Wilson headed back out.
What a game for him, Charles. 4 touchdowns. Heck, for a lot of guys, that's a good season number.
You're exactly right. And let's face it, we have to stand up and applaud this one, even though we're supposed to be neutral, because this doesn't just happen by accident. This isn't 4 times where the defense just falls down or breaks coverage. He's worked awfully hard.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted.
Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Titans are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
77 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They'll run with a veteran. It's Dontrell Hilliard.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Tannehill. And able to find Allen Lazard. And it's a Titans touchdown. Allen Lazard, 49 yards.
And the Titans get a bit closer.
After allowing that last score, the defense knows they've got to tighten things up. Otherwise, they'll let them right back into the game.
Blankenship out for the point after.
And that'll cut the lead down to 22. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Takes it at the 7. And a pretty poor return as he will dive to the ground to give himself up. Now this offense, Garrett Wilson headed back out. All right, how has he done it? 4 touchdowns in this contest. He's been around the end zone in particular, pretty much uncoverable.
And you know that I typically take things from a defensive perspective. I'm not going to do that this time. Let's just praise him. My goodness, 4 receiving touchdowns means he's been a variety of coverages throughout this game because they're not just letting him run scot-free. They're trying their best to shut him down, and he's shredding them.
I got to be honest, I want to see 5. No, you want to see 5? I mean, we're not supposed to be biased, but
we're not rooting. Just in the interest of the game, let's go ahead and see 5.
Wilson. And this one is incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. His throw incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
He's got Hurst as tight end. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Garrett Wilson, a 5-yard touchdown. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Wilson going to throw for it. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more.
I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a 1-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now a carry here for Hilliard. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
Tannehill going to throw on 3rd and 1. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Blankenship's kick is good.
They'll make a small dent in that big deficit as it's down to 27. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
Now this offense, Garrett Wilson headed back out.
A monster game so far, 3rd quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot. How about some credit for the receivers, though?
Absolutely.
Who find ways to get open, whether they uncover late in a route or they get open early, but they just always find a way. And he's having that type of a game.
Yeah, he's been nearly impossible to cover.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. That's going to be caught.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So first down went the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's second and goal. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Garrett Wilson from 13 yards out. And the Bengals are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. Well, not sure about the need to go for 2, but they get it and extend this lead out even further. So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter. Back now in Nashville, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter.
Here's McPherson now to send it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Tennessee offense set to go again. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Here's Tannehill. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Watkins. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down. Tannehill. Again, that's Watkins.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. To the air again, Tannehill. To Michel on the dump off. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big play there on the catch and run. 43 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Michel going to try again. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
On the run, this is Hilliard. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Blankenship's kick is good.
And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
No return here for Wilson. To touch back, it'll come out to the 25. This offense and Garrett Wilson headed back out.
Glancing down at the stat sheet, and we've been tracking it, but you get a 100-yard game, you're really happy. You're over 200 like he is. You probably want that ball after this game, don't you?
You want that one. You want to continue to call the same plays in any other game you play. you're having one of those magical performances that just never want to end. And you know something? Your fellow receivers, they get those clenched grins right now like, congratulations. But why isn't it me?
Well, that's caught inside the 20. A big play there for Cincinnati. 47 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. To throw again is Wilson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals.
Garrett Wilson from a yard out. And the Bengals are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Wilson. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big...
The ball comes out. And this is going to get out of bounds. So they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually. And they'll hold on to the football as well. Now a 1st down throw, Tannehill.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. 2nd down and 6 now from the 42.
Here's Tannehill. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Bengals are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Wilson. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Titans. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. I looked over at both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, I mean, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception, some type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better.
From the 50, it's Tannehill. Got a man, that's Lazard. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Out of the gun, Tannehill.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Again, Tannehill.
Throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Now Tannehill. That's out to his running back, Michel. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds.
This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9.
Now Tannehill. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
Extra point on Blankenship is up and good.
As they hit the score, just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. And out now, here come the Bengals. They're looking at a third straight win here if they can hold on. Wilson wants to throw it. He will find his man Chase complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Now Wilson on first down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. Open man is Chase, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 27-yard line. Again, Wilson. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Wilson. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. What a great drive that was. A long drive, sustained, well executed.
I love what we're seeing out of him here in year 2, right? This young quarterback continues to evolve and grow. He's really the adage right now that John Wooden, the famous basketball coach, used to say. Be quick, but don't hurry. You can see that everything is happening for him, but he's not taking it at a pace that he can't sustain.
And the Titans are going to recover the football. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Tannehill. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Throwing again is Tannehill. Going to Woods, but that pass is intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Bengals are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Oh, Wilson going to throw. He's got a man, complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Flushed out right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Illegal forward pass. Offense.
Wow, Charles, that doesn't just take points off the board. That takes a win off the board.
So now you have to regroup because you've gone from celebrating what you think is a win to trying to fit.
I told my boys, it ain't no limit. Told all my dogs, it ain't